You don't need money to start. You need courage, consistency, and a dream that refuses to die. In a small town in Texas, there lived a poor boy named Liam Parker. He was only 15, but he already knew what struggle meant. His father worked at a car repair shop, and his mother cleaned houses. There were nights when his family ate nothing but bread and water. Liam wore the same pair of shoes for 3 years. His classmates would tease him for his worn-out clothes and old backpack, but instead of feeling ashamed, Liam carried something no one could see: a burning desire to change his life. He didn't want to be rich for luxury. He wanted to be rich enough to take care of his parents, to give them the comfort they never had. One hot summer afternoon, while walking home from school, Liam noticed something small that would change his life forever. Outside a grocery store, people were struggling to carry their shopping bags to their cars. An idea sparked in his mind. What if I help them for a small tip? That evening, he grabbed a piece of cardboard, wrote, "Help with groceries, $1 per cart," and stood outside the store. At first, people ignored him. Some smiled politely, others said, "Go home, kid." But Liam stood there anyway, sweating under the Texas sun. Finally, an old lady smiled and said, "You can help me, young man." He carried her groceries, loaded them carefully into her car, and she handed him a $5 bill. That day, Liam earned $27. It wasn't much, but it felt like $1 million to him. The next day, he came back, this time with a cleaner sign and a big smile. Slowly, customers began to recognize the hard-working boy. Within a few weeks, he was earning more than $200 a week. But Liam didn't stop there. He saved every single dollar, refusing to spend it on anything unnecessary. When his friends went out for movies or bought new clothes, Liam would simply say, "Not yet." One evening, he noticed that many people in his neighborhood struggled to wash their cars because of water restrictions. This gave him another idea. He bought a small water tank, some soap, and a few sponges, and started Liam's Mobile Car Wash. He went door to door, washing cars and driveways for a small fee. His honesty, his smile, and his hard work won everyone's heart. Within months, he had more customers than he could handle alone. So he hired 2 of his school friends, paid them fairly, and taught them how to treat every customer with respect. Liam learned fast how to manage money, how to market his business, and how to never, ever compromise on quality. By the time he turned 19, Liam had saved enough to open his first small garage. He called it Parker Auto Shine. He worked day and night, sometimes sleeping on the floor of his garage, and personally washed cars until his hands were sore. People loved his work because it was more than just a service. It was passion in action. His business grew, one happy customer at a time. Soon, Parker Auto Shine expanded into multiple towns. Liam began offering interior cleaning, waxing, and even pickup services. By the time he was 25, he had a team of 30 employees, a beautiful office, and his parents living comfortably in a new home. When a reporter once asked him, "How did you become so successful with no money?" Liam smiled and said, "I never had money, but I had discipline, honesty, and a dream. That was enough." One day, Liam visited the same grocery store where it all began. He stood outside, looking at the exact spot where he once held that cardboard sign. He smiled and whispered, "Thank you." Just then, he noticed a young boy sitting nearby, trying to sell lemonade but not having much luck. Liam walked over, bought the entire stand for $50, and said, "Keep going, kid. One day this will be your beginning too." That was the kind of man he had become, a reminder that no dream is too small and no background too poor if your heart is determined enough. You can start with nothing and still achieve everything if you have belief, patience, and persistence. Life doesn't ask where you came from. It asks how far you're willing to go. If Liam's story inspired you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, where dreams start small but grow beyond imagination.